And we're live. Welcome to the Writer's Life, the place to get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. I always forget to put the light on. No, you can see my face a little bit better, for what it's worth. The galley to my novella, Cashless Pale, which comes out on the 20th, looks pretty good. Um, Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button and tap the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one exciting video. So look at me, I have the same sweater on. I'm like a uniform guy. I like wear the same thing every day. Don't worry, I clean my clothing, but it's just simpler that way. You don't have to think about things. What was that movie back in the 80s, late 80s? Dude had the same exact set of clothes in the closet that he wore every day. Mickey Rourke was in it, I think. I don't remember what it was called. I don't think I liked it very much. But I went with my girlfriend at the time. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so it dawned on me this morning while I was jogging that I quit smoking cigarettes, or anything for that matter, 17 years ago on Christmas Day. Okay, cool, right? Very good move for anybody. But like I wasn't like I didn't smoke like all day or anything like that, but like at nighttime or whatever. But it was bad because I was like one of those like, have a cigarette, have a beer, have a beer, have a cigarette, have a cigarette, have a beer, have a beer, have a cigarette, have a. By the end of like a night, I'd put down a 12-pack and a half pack of cigarettes. I don't know how I got up the next morning. And that doesn't include nights I went out with people. So you can imagine, right? So anyone who thinks it doesn't do damage is wrong, because even though I've quit, I've since been to the heart doctor and had an angiogram and the whole bit. I've never had heart trouble. I've never had a heart attack or anything like that. I've never so much as had any kind of chest pain whatsoever, anything like that. However, my doctor, who's a really good doctor, by the way, she's like, "You have heart disease, dude," and she's the type that like she doesn't mince words at all, and she's like, part of it's your own fault, and part of it's genetics. So there. I was like, all right, you're right, I own it. And I blame all that, all that crap I put in my lungs, and like it's just anyway. So I have like right here, you can see it, like right there. There's like that much plaque or something, and it ain't ever going away. So like I got to take a medication to make it hard so that a little piece doesn't come off and Vince dies while making a video. But otherwise, I'm good. I'm pretty good. So good to go. I can do anything I want. I eat a really good diet. I eat whole foods. I don't go into the center of the grocery store. I go to the right, to the, vegetable produce area. And then I go to like fish and meats. And then you get what I'm saying. I don't eat anything processed anymore at all. Or I try not to. I mean, I'm still fanatical about potato chips, but I try to buy the low salt ones, and I still love chocolate chip cookies. I still drink beer, but very little compared to what I used to drink. And it's funny because there's that aspect of it all, the health aspect, right? But I had a gang of friends that I used to hang out with, and I kind of stopped hanging out with them around 17 years ago. And it wasn't because I liked them any less or anything like that, or appreciated them any less. I'm sure to them, they're like, God, he's a dick. He's not hanging out with them anymore. it's just because when I quit smoking on that Christmas day, I had to make changes. And one of the, first of all, I was going through a really bad period in my life. Um, my my 3 year second marriage, I got kicked out because I was going through such a tough time with my career and stuff like that, and it was too much. And so we amicably broke up, but it was hard. So I needed something positive in my life, and quitting smoking must have been one of them because like I quit cold turkey just like that and never missed it again. I never even, that's the odd thing. I never missed it, and to this day, I never crave a cigarette ever. And in fact, when I smell, I would let's put it this way. I'm a single guy, and if some woman asks me out, but she's a smoker, I'll say no. Simple as that. Um, I can't stand the smell of it and all that. I don't know how I did it for as long as I did. Anyway, to get back to what I was getting at, I used to also. Well, anyway, I stopped hanging around with. I had to like remove myself from that aspect of my life because believe it or not, it was killing me. Had I kept it up another 10 years, I could be in big trouble right now. So I got rid of that part of my life and began anew. And curiously, like within months of quitting smoking and making my life better and stopping the binge drinking and craziness with my friends, my career started started skyrocketing, and it really never stopped. I mean, I've still had peaks and valleys, but it, so even that one positive change made all the difference. Um, but there was also a time in my life, like I don't even think I liked smoking, but it just became like it takes over, like your body wants it. But I used to really romanticize, like the vision of that writer with the cigarette in his mouth and the whiskey bottle and typing away at a story in some cheap hotel room with the light flickering on and off outside. You know, the whole noir scene. That's probably how I started in the first place. But anyway, so I quit smoking and I stopped romanticizing the writer's life, and I became real. It became, I had to become more of a realist, and the reality was that I was killing myself. Um, anyway, if you smoke, stop. Just stop because it will kill you too. And for all I know, I mean, I could still. I hope it doesn't happen. My lungs are clear and my heart is fine, but who knows what could happen in the future? So anyway, lesson be learned. All right, that's it for today. But we got somebody chiming in. My man, Big Philly. Need to at least get back to pumping iron like I did in my 20s. Need to emulate emulate your regimen. Yeah, I lift every day. It was buys and tries day today, buddy. Buys and tries. Let's see. I smoke fine cigars from time to time, but never touched the cigarettes. Lost my dad to lung cancer in 2020. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It'll get you. TGIF finishing my day at 4:30 and beginning to write. Well, you have a great time, Big Philly, because it's all about having fun at the typewriter. It's all about having fun. All right, you guys. It's Friday. By the way, I hate to pimp my books during these things, but today the Shroud Key is 99 cents as a bargain booksy if you want to pick it up. And today, let's see what else. Monday, Moonlight Runs will be released. And here's the galley to cashless payout, and that comes out on the 20th. All right, that's all the pimping I'm going to do. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll try to come to you tomorrow and or Sunday. And ciao, ciao.